That is an awesome song. Hi, welcome to End Credit Reviews, and this is my review on the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. It lasted from 1994 to 1998. The show follows the adventures of Spider-Man, voiced by Christopher Daniel Barnes, and his struggles as a secret identity as Peter Parker, while trying to balance college and having a job. As the show progresses, he fights many villains, while at the same time facing physical and social struggles. Rewatching the show recently, it's good, but I have some problems I think many people would agree with. On a technical level, the animation was good, but as the show progressed, I noticed a lot more that they recycled stock footage more and more often from other episodes, and it's just weird. Especially when they recycled dialogue.
Stupid wall crawler! You ruined everything! Stupid wall crawler! You ruined everything!
Then there's this odd brief moment when Spider-Man is fighting Scorpion, and the way the money bag goes flying is obviously photoshopped. Speaking of computers, a lot of the scenes use CGI buildings to make it easier to animate, but they haven't aged very well. One thing technically that did well with was the voice acting. Christopher Daniel Barnes is arguably the best voice actor for Spider-Man.
But Felicia, why can't you think of me as a boyfriend? Spider sense. Danger.
And he also voiced Prince Eric in The Little Mermaid before. I also liked Edward Asner as J.Jonah Jameson, and he usually does well in playing a grumpy man.
The who?
The lizard, Parker. If you'd ever get here on time, maybe you'd know what was going on.
Speaking of J.Jonah Jameson, I like how they explained why he hates Spider-Man and anyone who wears a mask.
Years ago, a crime boss warned me to back off a story, but I refused. And one night, a man came after me. A man in a mask. He aimed at me, but he hit her. Now I've sworn to keep this city safe from people who hide behind masks.
Although it's not very accurate to the comics version, but it does make a lot more sense. I liked Mary Jane Watson, despite those cowboy boots that never looked good on her.
What are those?
Another woman in Peter's life was Felicia Hardy. It was sort of teased that she had some sort of relationship with Peter, but she never does or have any successful relationship at all.
I'm like a black cat, bringing bad luck into everyone's path.
Funny how foreshadowing works. We even throughout time got cameos from characters like Daredevil, the Punisher, and even the X-Men at one point. One example is when Madam Web has Spider-Man lead a bunch of heroes against a bunch of villains. It's also interesting that the voice of Madam Web is voiced by Stan Lee's wife Joan Lee.
Then you shall have the pleasure of making all that is wrong right again.
And I really love Spider-Man's one-liner here.
Boy, you almost sound like you know what you're doing. The fact is, Mo probably does a better job of leading the Three Stooges.
Speaking of villains, they were very solid as well. Well, most of them.
Spider-Man's weakness is that he cares too much. Go to work, Smythe. Quickly, change my diaper.
The one big issue I had with the show is that the story arcs are stretched out way too much. At one point, they go on for so long it starts to get repetitive. My favorite story arc is easily the one about the symbiote. It's nice to show the accuracy from the comics, as well as showing what many people would argue is Spider-Man's greatest foe. The Spider-Man animated show was really good, even if the story arcs went on for too long, and they cut corners from time to time. But besides that, it's still a good show. I give the 90s Spider-Man animated show 4 stars out of 5. So anyway, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I know you're gonna hate me for this, but I couldn't resist.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.